This is the home of Edward Kasenge, a Makerere University graduate, whose pictures went viral after he was seen thanking his grandmother in Chitunzi Market, Lungujja, for contributing to his school fees. This home belongs to his grandparents, and he has a room where he lives. Besides the pictures that went viral, Kasenge has quite a story to tell.
My grandparents started dressing me when I was 1 year old.
The memories of the challenges he endured bring tears to his eyes.
My mother brought me here when I was 1 year old, and she left me here. I think according to her, she thought she had left me in the right hands. When she left me, I think she moved on with life.
His paternal grandmother, Topisa Nakungu, started taking care of him. Later, Kasenge joined kindergarten, and that is the moment he realized he needed a hand from his biological parents.
As I was in nursery, there is one thing I'll never forget. They chased me for school fees. When they chased me for school fees, the teacher is still up there, and she told me, "Go and tell your grandmother." Actually, I remember it very well in Uganda. She told me, "Gendo gambe jajao, buli term atuwengensa ozamanda bit osobola okusoma."
Nakungu sells charcoal in a small room annexed to their main house, and the school fees and money to raise Kasenge has been coming from this business. Kasenge's father comes to this home to check on his parents.
I love him because he's my father. I don't have any father. He was around, but I think he didn't see the essence of educating me, but he saw the essence of educating my siblings.
He lost hope of being accepted by his parents after a family meeting.
Something happened, and when it happened, my father disowned me in front of a family meeting. So I knew my life had come to an end.
After that heart-wrenching pronouncement, Kasenge only relied on his grandparents until he finished school. Teo Mulebe sells foodstuffs in Lungujja Chitunzi Market. She's a sister to Kasenge's grandfather. Mulebe and Nakungu joined hands to support Kasenge when he reached primary 1.
They raised the money they could raise, and then that's where Uganda microfinance came in. So they could go for a loan and top up.
Whenever he would not be at school, he would help both women who live close to each other. His humble background made him patient and respectful to his grandparents, and whenever he came from school, he would help vend avocados and jackfruits to boost his grandparents' income.
There is a supermarket which was in the trading center. Most of my friends used to believe that it's our supermarket, but it wasn't ours. I used to come and collect the rubbish, in that rubbish they keep in those cans. I come, I clean the supermarket, they give me the money. So that's the money I used to use to go to transport myself to school, because my grandparents could not afford giving me money to eat, money to transport me, and also pay for me school fees.
Despite the challenges, Kasenge had dreams of going to a good secondary school.
So senior 1, still an auntie helped me. She paid for me. She's called Aunt Justin. She paid for me, Mengo Senior School. Then term 2, my aunt decided to move on with her business, because I'm not a child, so she has to cater for her children. She just helped me to enter the school, but she could not help me to stay into the school.
The school had many students from well-off families, and in an effort to fit in, Kasenge forgot where he had come from.
So senior 2, I joined a group of friends. That's a problem with the people who are coming from humble background. You join and you forget where you come from. So when I joined, we started playing toss.
Indeed, he failed the exams and was asked to repeat. Even when he joined A-level, he did not concentrate enough and he failed again. It was hard for him to face his grandparents who have been clearing loan after loan from microfinance institution for his school fees.
They all looked at me like they were disappointed in me. I told them I just need one chance like this. give me a chance.
After convincing the grandmother, he repeated Senior 6 and he passed to join his dream university.
I went to Makerere University. I applied. I was given a bachelor's in industrial and organizational psychology, and I did it.
While at school, he used to collect rubbish from people's homes for money. But his hard work and renewed focus paid off and he graduated with a second-class upper degree.
Twawulira essanyu awaka ffenna ne tuleekaana ate bwe yateekamu gawuni ne kiyitirira ne tugamba banne Mukama nga mulungi era nze ne ŋŋamba bannange abatafa ku baana wadde muzzukulu mbasaasira busaasizi kubanga tomanya Katonda kyakuteekedde mwana oyo.
Yagachairman nabitegeera bawedde.
On Friday last week, he wore his gown and walked to the market to thank his other grandmother. Kasenge went with his friends who captured the moment. Little did he know that his picture would go viral. His 64-year-old grandmother was surprised to see Kasenge kneel to thank her.
Si kyangu abaana tebaagala nnyo kulaga nti wano wenvuba wenkola ki naye ye teyakwatibwa nsonyi najja n'afukamira okwebaza.
His grandfather, who did not want to be filmed, also sacrificed a lot.
His daughter and sons sent him money to go for the checkup of her ears and also get medication. But for him, he just passed their back and gave me the money to go and clear campus. And at the end of that day, he no longer here as well.
His grandparents are yet to clear a 310,000 shillings loan that they got to pay his school fees. The celebration is over and Kasenge is back to helping his aging grandparents, to whom he remains highly indebted. Edward Kasenge has done all sorts of jobs. He has gone around his community collecting rubbish, cleaned people's supermarkets, and also sold samosas in his own class in order to raise school fees. Above all, his grandparents have been there for him. And what that means is that having a kind heart is very rewarding. And right now, since he has already finished his university, it is his time to take care of his parents or the grandparents who are about to retire from what they are doing in order for them to earn a living daily. Sudhir Ruhanga, NTV.